Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. We're here to do week 19 of our 52 weeks. Look how fat the journal's getting though. But it's going to be a fat one today because it's going to be a double pager because I'm celebrating the baby's arrival, which is just the best thing ever. I'm just looking at that, where I've got the pink and the blue. Oh, it was for the baby shower. I was just looking at that thinking, oh, that looks wicked. What did I use that for? But yeah, I'm not using that now today because I've already done it. So, well, I thought I wanted to do a double page spread, and as you can see it's black and white image, so I thought if I protect the pages underneath I could do a, like sort of a wash across with a mix of these two colours. Now I know the fashion at the moment is being gender neutral and things like that, so don't come for me, but I'm doing pink and blue because they're my little grandchildren and that's what I like. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so sorry about that. I just had to stop because the phone was ringing. I'm going to do a wash with these two colours. Yeah, not really sure. But I thought, I haven't used any paint for a while, have I? And, well, not on camera, I haven't. And you can't claim to be a mixed media artist if you're never working in mixed medias, can you? So, here we go. Where's my water gone? I just want to water this down a little bit. Right. And yeah, I don't know how this is going to come out, but we'll give it a little go. Oh, I like that. It's gorgeous, baby pink. And yeah, like I said, I know the trend is to be gender neutral, but that's not happening in this family. They're not just my little granddaughter, she's got lots of little new frilly things on and stuff like that. And yeah, I suppose my girls are just more traditional than what's popular at the moment. But yeah, oh no, I haven't got nowhere to put this. Right, that's it, I've made space. Okay, so I just thought, I don't want it to be too thick, which is why I've watered it down. And yeah, I just wanted to do a wash over these pages. I've got far too much paint. Far too much. But that's no drama either. I'll cover it up with some, what's the word? Cling film. Yeah, I'll cover it up with some cling film. And I'll do something else with it once I've finished doing this. So yeah, I'm sorry that this is going out late. Right, let's get rid of that a minute. I need something else for the blue now. And yeah, but as you can imagine, busy week. Very, very busy week. I mentioned, and I've done it again, squirted out way too much paint. Yeah, I mentioned in a video the other day that my girls both had the babies on the same night, and yeah, it's just been one exciting time. Like the last week has just been fabulous. But yeah, I haven't had much time. I've got right behind with what I was supposed to be doing, so this one's a bit more watery, but that's no problem. Yeah, so I have got behind with a few things. If you're waiting for something to come in the post from me, I've got some Happy Mail waiting to get sent out that I've got to put a few more bits in. And yeah, I've got a custom order waiting, and then some other bits and bobs. I'm working on a new project. Sorry, that was my phone making a noise. A collaboration that will be coming up soon. I'll be announcing. But yeah, things have all been on the back burner for the last week because we've had the babies in town, so it's all been just a load of cuddles. that's been what it has. Right, I'm going to dry this off with my heat tool so this video isn't 10 million years long, and I'll be right back. Right, so we've dried them off. Sorry, I was just looking to see if I've got the whole thing in frame, and I think I have. Right, we've dried them off. I've got some bits under here that I've already sorted out. Oh, hang on, I'm missing an L. There it is. Right, so I've got their names, and very handily, they're both 4 letters long. So I was going to put the blue ones over here and the pink ones over here. So I thought that'd look a little bit cool and a little bit different, and I thought under their names I can then, I can write the time of their birth and how much they weighed. That was it. I couldn't think then what was the other thing, because they was both born on the same day, so I'll put the day down the bottom somewhere. But yeah, within an hour and a half of one another, which, oh, it was fabulous, running from one room to the next. I've been catching up on sleep, and also I think from the sort of going from one room to the next, like over and over, it I was fine really the next day and that, but yeah, it's been all catching up with me. So yeah, that's been happening, as well as just having so much to do. And obviously because they both came at the same time, it's been a bit difficult, because my younger daughter has been staying with me. Not that she's needed much help, she's fabulous and coping really well, but yeah, because of that, I have been over to my other daughter, but not as much as I normally would have if they hadn't been born at the exact same time. But it has been lovely, and yeah, the babies are both doing well. They're really healthy, both putting on weight already, and yeah, both the mums are doing well, just a little tired, but other than that, they're doing brilliantly. Well, despite that, they're doing brilliantly, because yeah, the babies are pretty good, they're sleeping well, and that is fabulous. Right, I like how that looks. I can write there and there, or maybe at each side I'll write. But what have I got? I got sent a couple of things by a dear friend of mine. Oh, sorry, I've undone this. She sent me this tag and this square one, and they've both got the little bear on. And I've got a button here, and I've got, look, a little pram on this charm here. But because I wanted it to be kind of symmetrical, it's not going to be totally symmetrical because my pictures are different sizes. But I might cut, instead of using this one, I'll use this in my other journal where I keep things from friends. And I've cut one to be the same kind of size roughly, because the blue one fits in one of these coin envelopes. So I've just cut a pink one, and I might not use the actual coin envelope. I might just use it as a kind of size guide for when I'm cutting out my paper to make a little pocket, because I think if I cover these, you've got the thickness of the coin envelope, and then you've got the thickness of the scrapbook paper that I'm going to use to cover it, and that it'll end up making this way too thick. So before I do any of that, I'm going to place my photographs. I've got one of me holding both the kids together, beaming like a Cheshire cat, and I've got one of my 2 daughters in the hospital. I think I'm going to do an and there. But yeah, I'll draw that on afterwards, because it takes me a while to sort of draw something out in pencil. I might cut this down a little bit. This is brilliant though. Like, you can see they're both wearing their hospital gowns, and like the hospital gives you these little like woolly hat things. But yeah, I might cut this down a little touch so that it's not taking up so much room. Right, I've done my hand. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, is it? I could have done worse. So I think I'm going to have my pictures quite up high, so that I might have that one there so you can see part of the rose. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, we'll get them stuck down. As soon as I've painted, and it leaves sometimes like a chalky sign, like nothing's coming off, and excuse my hands, I've been busy all afternoon working on various bits. But yeah, seeing as I've already put down some paint, and it's like acrylic kind of chalky paint, I thought a glue stick probably won't cut it, you know. It might just end up peeling off later. So back to the 3-in-1, because I know that once I've stuck it down with this, it ain't going nowhere. So we'll have those there at the top, and then I can work on the placement of my pockets that will need tags in, so I can write down all the important bits from when they was born. So I'm quite liking that so far. Oh yeah, and my friend that sent me the little bits like that, she sent me these teddies as well, and I've got a pink one and a blue one. So yeah, we'll go pink and blue. And aren't they cute? They're just the cutest thing. I really love them. So we'll have the blue one here next to Levi there, and we'll have this pink one over here next to Lola. So I'm wondering now how everyone else this week have been. Have you all been busy, or have you had quite a chilled time? We had like, we was all chilled, like we had a lovely weekend when it was bank holiday weekend, and then yeah, it was a bit like the calm before the storm, because not that it was a storm, it was lovely, but yeah, it was a bit mental for my daughters. Like, one of them was timing the other one's contractions, and then she left to go home, and then the next thing we knew, she was ringing while we was at the hospital to tell us that her waters had broken, which was a bit mad, but yeah, all good fun. And so yeah, like the children had all been together, playing together and everything, and having a lovely time. Right, I'm using this as my guide to, right, yeah, that's plenty big enough. I can take some more off of this. Right, let's look at placement on the page. I'm going to back that in a minute. They'll come down quite low. Right, I could take a bit more off. Oh, my small cutter is just completely broke now. I've got another one on order, but yeah, I'm using the big one now all the time, which is brilliant. It cuts wicked, but it's so big and, oh sorry, big, bulky and squeaky, isn't it? Right, let's get rid of those extra pieces. Right, these are fine, so I'm going to have the blue one in the pink pocket and the pink one in the blue pocket. And yeah, I don't know whether we're just really out of touch, or, you know, like, because a lot of people now are doing that gender neutral thing, aren't they? Which is fine if that's what you want to do, you know. I think it's quite nice, really, I guess. But yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those families that, well, I'm not a family, I'm a person. But our family, we're not one of those kind of people that say, oh, boys shouldn't play with dolls and things like that. Like, the children always have a mixture of toys. They're not sort of, we don't sort of impose roles on them, you know. They can be whatever they want to be and play with whatever they want to play. Like my granddaughter at Christmas, she loves dinosaurs. So she got a load of dinosaur stuff, which I suppose for like a 18-month-old baby, a lot of people would have thought we would have got her more girly things than that. But she loves dinosaurs, you know. So yeah, I'm not on about sticking to gender roles with things like that. But yeah, I like a bit of like buying them little frilly bits, or like there's some lovely little boy things out. I got a little romper the other day that was really pretty. I'm going out tomorrow to get a little outfit for Lola. But yeah, I think there shouldn't be any gender in toys. They play with what they like, don't they? But yeah, I'm not really sure what the gender neutral thing means that much, other than, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can explain it better to me, because I'm not really sure what it is. But I like the pink and blue. And I think for when you're buying stuff for baby, or like making a page like this, like your little bits of ephemera and that are generally going to be in those colours, aren't they? Pinks and blues. Oh, hang on, that ain't folded right. No, that's way wonky. What's going on here? Right, that's a bit better. So yeah, in an hour and a half I went from 3 to 5 grandchildren, which was fabulous. Right, and now that'll fit in nicely down here. And let's just try this one. Yes. Right, so I wanna, let's move this a sec. I want to get a back onto this. So grab a piece of paper. Right, so look at the lovely markings on this piece of paper. Look, you can see the wallpaper. Oh, I might save that to bind into a journal, because those markings are wicked. Right. And again, lovely markings, but yeah, that had like all the indentations from the wallpaper. So I'm saving that, putting that in a book. These kind of markings I love as well, but I get that effect loads. But sometimes I try the stuff on the wallpaper and it'll give me lovely marks like that. And then other times, you wouldn't know, it just does the normal sort of like pooling in different places and doesn't give you the swirls and that of the thick wallpaper that you've gone to the trouble of drying it on overnight instead of just popping it in an oven or something. But yeah, you'd go to all that trouble and then it don't look like it's sat there on any wallpaper or anything. It looks like it's just plain, and that's a bit annoying, isn't it? But when it gives you a result like that, I think you've got to bind it into a book. Well, you ain't gotta, but I feel like I have, you know, something like that. I think, oh, that's a wicked effect. Now I've just cut into that. I'm going to have to alter the bit there because I just cut into it by accident. Right, now we're lopsided. A little tiny bit out of this side. Bit more, I think. This is why I have a guide, so that I never have to be playing about. That'll have to do. No, it won't. Right, that will have to do, because otherwise I'll be here all night doing that. But yeah, I've got a few bits here. My friend sent me this as well, and it's a little thing about being a nan and that. It's really cute, so I want to stick that in. And yeah, like I said, I've got this tag to journal on the back of. This tag I'm now going to use in my other journal, so I need to attach these. I'm going to undo this for a minute as well, because I've got some bigger blue that I'm going to use, and I've got some pink. So about how long do I need it? And that should be okay. And through there, although this might be a bit thick to get the double lock through. Right, when you've got a little hole like that, I'm just gonna put it through the once, and then, yeah, do it like that. Right. Right, sorry, I went a bit silent there. I was concentrating. Oh, all the time I just feel like I need to sleep. I mean, I've done that a bit round backwards. Right. Okay, so I want to come through like that. No, I don't. Right. Right, sorry, the camera just cut out. I was just threading those two through, so I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. 1, 2. Oh, that went weird. Okay. 2. Move that out the way. And this one's already at an okay length. So we've got those done. And we've got our pockets ready. I think just want to lightly ink just around the edges a little bit. I might even get me mat and like smudge a bit. I think I will. Let's get this glass mat. Glass place mat or whatever it is, chopping board. I don't know. I just know that I like using it rather than doing it on my craft mat. Just a little bit smudgy. Right, let's put it in the middle. And yeah, just grunging it up a little bit in the middles. Right. So this might even have to go into my other journal. I don't know if it's going to fit. So that's no problem though. I like putting things in there as well. I do a bit more writing in that one than I do in this one. Right. Let's see where those tags are going to sit. Right, if that is in there, I don't want it covering her up completely. I might even have to shorten it a little bit. Let's see. Right, down to the bottom. That one might fit better there. Let's see. No, that one looks a bit taller. Right, I think I'm going to just cut a little bit off the bottom of both. Only just a touch. So, look, you see it's not that much shorter. I just cut that much off the bottom. So, it's not a dramatic amount. And I'll just be able to write the times and that of the birth either up here or on the backs of these small ones. And yeah, I think they'll sit better. Might have to take a bit off. Yeah, we will. We'll take a bit off of the pockets now. Oh, I'm faffing about, ain't I? Right. Where's the other pocket? I didn't know where it was. Right, I'm just going to take a bit off of both. I'm not even gonna open it out. If I can get it in. Yeah, that's it. One. And so I'll just have to ink again a little touch. Right, sorry. Okay, so I've got the pockets like that. So and the same along here. And I'll just cut those edges again so that you can't see them peeking over the pocket. Right, so we was going to have the blue on the pink sides. And that'll be all his details. Let's see. Yeah, that sits down a bit lower. I like that better. And where's Lola going? She's going over here. Her details we're going to record there. And yeah, I think I'll have them so that I can push them down a bit. Should we have them central? No. I think what I'm going to do, I might even use different ribbon again, thinking about it, so that it sort of hangs. But I can swap that out afterwards. So I want to place my pockets. You have them right on the wonk like that, see, and then they're really wonky, but they'll still be in a pocket, and they're not sort of getting in the way. Yeah, I kind of like that idea, and we'll try and do them around about the same place, like that. Right, that's what I'm doing. Grab my glue. No, I'll leave that in so that I don't place it wrong, and then just take it out once I've got the placement so that I don't end up gluing in the tag, so it can never be removed. But yeah, I'll just need it in place at the minute so that my placement goes right, because when you look back at the page, you don't want to think to yourself, oh, God, that's awful, I shouldn't have done it like that. And do you know what I mean? I don't like having regrets. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a kind of ribbon that will flow down. Right, take that out before the glue starts drying, because you don't get long with this beacon glue, you really don't. So yeah, that can go in a minute. I'll move that to one side. And yeah, so the other day we all got together around my oldest daughter's, and my son took a couple of pictures of all 5 grandchildren, but we couldn't get one where all 5 of them was looking in the same direction at the exact same time. So that might have to be done. I might have to try again. Well, I will try again, obviously, because I've got the rest of my life, then I had to have photos done with the kids. But yeah, I definitely need to try again at this moment to capture the babies when they was born, but with their siblings, because yeah, they was just fidgeting or watching telly or picking something up, or we took like about half a dozen. And do you think all 5 of them looked the same way at the same time once? No. Right, let's get this stuck down. Right, I might have to, that's it. I was poking it in and pulling it up, pulling up the bit that of the flap, that's it. Right, so I like that better, the way they are. I'll just take them out in case the glue don't dry a bit more, and I'm going to move it for a minute. Right, just quick, I've just changed the ribbon out from the thick that I chose, that I would normally have liked, like say doing a tag like that. Because of their position, I've changed it back to the original ribbon that my friends assembled them with in the beginning, and I really liked how that looks, like with the pink being in the blue one and the blue being in the pink one. So right, what I've got now, I've got this, it's like those sort of, it's just a die cut of those sort of blocks, building blocks that you have with the letters on, and so I think that gap there is perfect for it. Before we stick it down, right, I was gonna do a bit of trim across the bottom. I'm just grabbing the pink, not sure if it'll go, oh yeah, I've got plenty. And I think I used these on the baby shower spread. Oh no, I didn't. Look, I used completely different. So that's cool. We'll use those at the bottom. And I think we'll have a bit of cheesecloth behind this. Right. And again, sticking with the pink and the blue, because I like it. And I think it looks cute. So we'll have that, these bits behind, right. It sometimes it goes how you want, doesn't it? And sometimes you're faffing about with it. But I do love a bit of cheesecloth, especially these vibrant colours, I really do. Right. And the blue can be coming. Right, I'm going to cut that a bit, because I don't want it too far down, because I'm going to have the lace going across. So we'll just have a bit poking out, going onto that page a bit, and my little blue bit there. Right, where's our love thing? Right, I want it coming out the other side a bit more as well. It doesn't have to be coming out the top and the bottom. I want a bit on each side. And joining those together. I might put another blue bit at the top. And just pull it about a little bit. It's a lot lighter. I dyed this with food colouring. The pink one I didn't. Lovely friend sent it to me. But yeah, the blue, I just used some blue food colouring. So I've got some sort of different, this at the bottom's a lot more vibrant than that at the top, but I think it always looks lovely. Right, I'm fidgeting about with that. Let's just place up, right. No, we're covering Teddy. I've gone too far up. Right. There. Right. and I'm just going to glue it down, and how it ends up is how it ends up, because I could be here all night doing that, and none of us want that, do we? So, bit of glue there. Right, I want to make a couple of tabs. I haven't got a tab punch, so we're improvising, but I kind of like how they come out, so I'm going to do it anyway. So I'll just grab my envelope punch board and we'll get started. Right, so I've got the envelope punch board, because pinned to one of those tags was this beautiful little pram, right? And then on a paper clip, my friend gave me this, and it says Nana. And I love that, because that's what the grandchildren call me, and that's how we spell it, N-A-N-A. And yes, so I want to use those. So I haven't got a tab punch, so I've cut these. I don't know how, I've just eyeballed it, but I will tell you in case you wanted to do it and you haven't done this before. Right, it's 2 and just over 2 1/4. Yeah, it's nearly up to 2 1/2 by what, 1 1/2 roughly, or 1 3/4. It doesn't matter though, it's just whatever size you want your tab. So I'm just going to fold these over and flatten them down with the bone folder. And I really do apologise about the state of my hands. I've got glue hanging off, I'm covered in ink, all my nail varnish has come off because it's on the glue or in the glue. So yeah, my hands are atrocious. I have to get in the shower once I've finished this. Right, I might take another little bit off the end, they might be a bit long. But no, I'll leave them as they are. I'm just going to grab blue ink and pink ink. It's not the same colour, but it doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna go around the edges just to get rid of that white edge. I could have done it with the vintage photo that I used earlier, but I did it with this instead. So that's the blue, and we'll just quickly do the pink. Really love this like magenta kind of pink. I'm just in love with this colour, I use it so much. Right, so probably everyone probably knows how to do this anyway, but just in case you haven't and you want to make a tab, right, you see that line there that I'm touching, that one? We're going to line our tab up with that inner thing. So where this bit points out, there, the other end of it that's just in front of the metal, I'm lining up the tab with that. Hang on, make sure I've got the right, with the open ends facing you. And yeah, I'm sure everyone knows how to do this, but just in case you don't, I'll show you. Right, and yeah, I've just flipped it over, making sure I've still got the right open edge facing me. Line it up again, and then there we are. There's my little tab, so it's easy done. Let's do this one. I do like to double check that I've got the open end facing me, because I've done that before more than once. Excuse me, but yeah, I've done that on more than one occasion, chomped it and then realised that I had the closed end facing me. So yeah, now we can stick them onto our pages, but before that I want to make a little hole in each one. Not too far away from the edge, because I've got to get my I've got to get a jump ring on there. to hang these gorgeous charms off, or I could just use bulb pins. We'll see what happens once we've got our eyelets and once we've got them on the page. So I haven't got to stick it together yet. Oh, shall I wait until I've got the eyelet in? No, I'll put the eyelet in after we've got them on the page, I think. And yeah, I haven't added the trim yet because I wanted these in place first. So going with our theme of having the blue things on the pink painted side and vice versa, I'm not sure, sorry if I'm not in frame, right, might need to come up a little tiny bit because of the lace. I don't want it covering the hole. Right, so let's just move Piggy. What are we on top of? Right, so yeah, I said we was going to come up a little bit. Grab our glue. And yeah, I'm just going to stick this on the page. Don't need all this glue. Right. Put my lid back on because I'm getting low on that again. And you know what it's like when it starts getting low. It just starts coming out on its own. When it's not been invited, it just comes out, doesn't it? Right. That's one done. And we'll have the pink one on the blue bit. Up that way, of course, because we want our dangle dangling. And then I can add the lace, and then I think I'll be done. So yeah, I think I decided that I was going to add the times and the weights after. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I want them there or on the teddy bear, although don't know if I'd see it on there. I could write on there in navy, but I don't think I'd see. I'd have to do a silver or gold or white if I wanted to see it on there. So I probably won't do them on the teddy bears. Thinking I could do that one in like a navy or a black, and I could do this one in white. I think that'd look okay. Okay, so just off camera I set the eyelets and did a jump ring, like placed the charms onto a jump ring with my pliers. Yeah, I turned the camera off because it takes me long, and I thought for you watching it, it'd be like watching someone pulling teeth. So yeah, I turned the camera off. So yeah, what I thought was we'll have a layer of the blue and then just over the top with the smaller one of the pink, and I will cut them once they're on the page so that I don't mess it up. I'll just wipe this glue because it's all icky. And so yeah, I'm still not decided completely about how to or where to record the times of their birth and how much they weighed. I can tell you how much they weighed and everything. Levi was born first at 27 minutes past 9, and then Lola came at 7 minutes past 11 on the same night. So that was cool. Well, you all know that. You all knew that they was the same night. But yeah, and Levi was 7 pounds and 6 ounces, yeah, and Lola was 8 pounds 1 ounce. So yeah, both nice and healthy, not too big. Like my daughter Rosie, her last baby, he was just an ounce under 10 pounds, and yeah, he was big when he come out. and yeah, it was really hard work for her that time. But yeah, they was healthy weight, but not too big. So let's just trim off this. I don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. It's on our little teddy bear. And this one, or these two. Right. And that is our page done. I can do my little bits of journaling on the back of those. I'm thinking I do like the idea of writing on these with the times and the weights. So yeah, I think I am going to do that. I've got my lovely little charms sent to me by my friend of a pram and a little nana with a little diamante on there. And oh, I'm going to cut that stray bit. That bit's getting on my nerves. Or am I? No, I'm going to glue it further up there because you can't see much pink. So yeah, I'm going to pop a bit of glue there. Just like that. And mess it up a little bit. That's it. So it's little bit rough around the edges and that. And so yeah, that is this week for me. My beautiful grandchildren come in. I really like how this double page has turned out. I am really pleased with it. And like there's little bits for my friends and that. And yeah, my lovely babies and daughters. It's wonderful. So thank you very much if you've been journaling with me this week. I'm really grateful to have you here, and I'll be back in a day or two with something special, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Love you lots. Bye bye.